Scientist.
What is number 2?
Experiment.
Experiment. How about number 3?
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis. Number 4?
Information.
Information. Number 5?
Conclusion.
Conclusion. Number 6?
Observe.
To observe. 7?
Important.
Important. 8?
Ask a question.
Ask a question. Number 9?
Describe.
Again?
Describe.
Describe. And lastly, number 10.
Explain.
Okay, that's good. So, okay. Now, what we're going to discuss is about scientific method. In scientific method, to learn like a scientist, we observe the things around us to find answers to what we want to know. So, no need to write. In this one, we observe things around us, like what are the things around you. There are, for example, living things and non-living things. And in knowing those kind of information that we want, there are steps to follow for scientific method. There are 5. I think you discussed this one with Teacher Anne, but this is a little bit review for you. What is number 1 in scientific method? We have ask a question. Number 2, make a
Hypothesis.
in number 1, what are the questions you usually ask? Number 1, what is this? What is that? How come? Why? All the in hypothesis, in this one, you're primarily guessing some questions. You guess some answers. Number 3, gather information. Mean to say, you get many informations as you can. It's either by reading books, by surfing the internet, or by observing. Number 4,
Study
the
information.
what kind of information you're going to study? It depends. You study the information from what you gathered from number 3. For what information you have at hand, you study this kind of information. And lastly, what is number 5?
Make a conclusion.
Okay. Continue writing this one in your notebook. There are 5 steps scientific method, 1 to 5. Copy in your notebook, please. Finish? Write this one in your notebook. Okay.
No.
All done?
No. No.
Nano, finish?
Con finish, teacher.
Okay, let's continue. Okay, I think everyone's finished already. I have two examples here using the 5 steps in scientific method. We have number 1. To grow morning glory in Pasatay, I think is pakbong. It's a kind of vegetable. Jake has to know the right soil to use. So Jake has to, in scientific method, there are 5 steps. What do you think Jake should use?
Ask a
Ask a
question.
question.
So Jake has to ask a question. So to whom Jake should ask question? It's either with the farmers, the botanists, wherein they know how to properly grow morning glory. Next example. Mary blank about types of butterflies by reading books, searching the internet, and observing butterflies with magnifying glass. What is magnifying glass? It's a small type of mirror, and then you use it to look more or to look carefully with something. So Mary should use what? Fran?
The information.
Gathering information? Correct. Yeah, that's correct. Mary should gather information about types of butterflies. Why Mary uses gathering information? Because it says here, by reading books. If you read books, you get information from your topic, for example, butterfly. Also, Mary uses searching the internet. Also, observing butterflies with magnifying glass. Okay, now let's proceed. Who can read this one, please? Who can read? You can raise your hand if you want to read. Let's go for Mick first. Mick?
The scientific method is a way to learn science using step-by-step action. It
Okay.
is important for scientists to learn how to observe and find answers to the things they want to know.
Okay. So in scientific method is to learn using step by steps. What are the steps again? Review. What is the first step?
Ask a question.
Ask a question. Second step.
Make a hypothesis.
Make a hypothesis. Third step.
Gather
Information.
information.
Can you wait, please? Who's making the sound, unnecessary sound of music? Can you turn off your, please? Tool, is that you? Okay, let's continue. What is the third step?
Greater information.
Gather information. How do you gather information? It is either by, you can get information by reading books or searching the internet, or you observe it with your own. What is the next step? Step 4? Study the information. Step 5, the last one.
Make a conclusion.
Make a conclusion. What is conclusion again? What is conclusion? Gypso. Conclusion. Okay. So we go to step 1. Ask a question. In step 1, in this step, we ask questions or identify problems from observing things around us. So this one, you ask a question. Primarily, this is more on a question type of step. We should observe carefully using all 5 senses. What are the 5 senses? Anyone?
Sense of smell.
Sense of
Hearing.
hearing,
Smell.
smell,
Sense of touch.
touch. Only 3? There are 5.
Sense of taste.
Taste and last one? What's the last one? Sense of
Smell.
smell. Example, ask a question. Let's talk about apple. Give me an example of question about apple. Can you think of one question about apple?
Apple is red.
Is apple red? Okay.
Why apple red?
Why apple is red? Last one.
Why apples fall down on
Why apple fall down on a tree? So these are example questions. We use at least 3 main questions only. So you understand, ask a question? Okay, let's continue. We go to step 2. Make a hypothesis. What is hypothesis? In this step, we guess answers to our question. We guess from what we know. For example, the question about apple, why apple is red? What is your answer? This is only a guess, okay? From what we know. Why apple is red? And why some apple are green? Why does why does apple fall from the ground? Maybe because that apple is already heavy, so the apple fall down from the tree. What else? Why is it that apple is not purple? Anna?
Because the seed is come from the apple,
And then
the red apple.
that's why apple fall down from the tree.
No.
Okay. So in making hypothesis, we guess answers to our questions. This is guess only. Okay. When you say guess, this is not 100% sure. Okay, we guess. This is not yet certain. This is not 100%. Because we only answer this one from the questions that we have in step 1. Step 1, ask a question. You have the question. Step 2, make a hypothesis. You guess the answer. It's not yet 100% yet. Number 3. Now we gather information. From the step 1, you ask a question. Step 2, you make a hypothesis. Now in number 3, when you gather information, we find answers to our question. So this one, going back again to step 1, the one that you ask, the questions that you have. Okay, so we find answers to our questions. We observe more. You explore. You do experiments. Create models. In creating models, this one is you have a actual object of your topic, and then write down the data we get. Do you have questions with number 3? Okay, let's continue. Number Ran.
How can we get the information?
Again, how do we get the information? Now, if you want to get the information, you observe, you read books, you search the internet, you either do experiments and create
มี
models.
พ่อแม่ก็คิดว่าคนก็คุณคิดดูว่าคนเก่งในห้องหนูมีกี่คน
Okay. Now we go to number 4. Study the information we gather. In number 4,
เฮ้ยดูจัง
is that we describe the information we get or try to explain the meaning of the results we get. This one, this is in connection with step 3 in studying the information, gather information, sorry. In number 4, this now you describe the information we got or try to explain the meaning of the result.
อ่านฟังอยู่ดีๆไม่บอกพูดได้ไง
I don't know. Why do we have to change? Sorry, Nano, I didn't see. Nano. Okay. Next time, Nano.
What?
Okay, let's continue. Number 5. Number 5. This one, we draw a conclusion. Draw doesn't mean you have to draw literally. It's not, you're not going to Walloop. No, no. It's not like that. Okay. In step 5, this is the last step. We make a summary of all the informations and results. Okay. We check if they match the hypothesis we made. What is the hypothesis again? Anna? Amapo? Mapo? Mapo, you raise your hand. Okay. Yes, Ran?
We think what 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 why we ask the question.
Why we ask the?
No. Hypothesis is we think the answer that we ask the question.
Yeah. In the conclusion, that's correct. We check if they match the hypothesis we made. In number 5, the step 5, you have to check the questions and compare the hypothesis. In hypothesis, again, this is only the guess answer from the question. This is not yet final. The answers here are not yet 100%. Now, in number 5, we check if they match the hypothesis we made. Mean to say, you have to check again what are the informations that you have. What are the informations that you gathered? Okay, and in doing so, also check the information you study again. When say you review again. And in number 5, this one, this knowledge is used in our everyday life or used as a guide for other studies in the future. So in the conclusion, this is the 100% information that we have from using all the 4 steps. Do you have any question? Anyone? Okay. Ask a question. We get example. For example, we have the topic. This is the worksheet. Okay. You get the worksheets. Can you see this on your screen?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
This is same with your worksheets, okay? This is an example of how to use the scientific method carefully with the use of five steps. Okay. Step 1. You identify the problem. And in this example, Kang and his friends want to know the best type of soil to grow Chinese kale. It's a type of vegetable. Together, they use the scientific method to find the answers as shown. Okay, we have step 1. Kang and his friends, they identified the problem. What is the problem with finding the best type of soil? What type of soil can grow Chinese kale best? We have 3 different types of soil: sandy soil, loam soil or loamy soil, and clay soil. Okay, so they ask question first, identify the problem. Step 2, they made a hypothesis. They guess, but the answer here is still not yet 100%. Okay, they only guess the answer from the questions that they have in step 1. They say like, I think Chinese kale grows better in loam soil than clay soil and sandy soil. What is sandy soil?
Yes, what is sandy soil?
Sandy soil.
The beach.
Loamy soil. Loam soil.
Midsai. Miso.
Clay soil.
Miso.
Meow.
Tineo. Okay. So which one, if you want to plant a vegetable with this, which one should you use? Sandy, loam, or clay? The first one that we think should be loam soil. So that's only a hypothesis. In this example, they say like, I think clay soil is better in loam soil. Chinese kale is better in loam soil. Let's proceed. Now,
Clay soil.
step 3, they gathered information. Okay, in gathering information, Kang and his friends did an experiment to gather information. I mean to say they do experiment. They planted Chinese kale seeds in 3 plant pots. Okay, the first one, clay soil, second one, loam soil, and the third one, sandy soil. They watered each pot equally. They put water with the same amount and wrote down how they grow for 25 days. So they didn't get yet the best result in their hypothesis and then in their questions and the problem. So they waited for about 25 days. Okay, so this is the data that they have. Days, day 1 to 25, clay soil, loamy soil, and sandy soil. Okay. In this one, the information that they have, the Chinese kale in part 2 is taller. Okay. Than the ones in part 1 and part 3. So the best one for them with their observation and experiment is number 2. That is loam soil. Okay, this is how they gathered information. Number 4, step 4. They studied the information. One of his friends said, I read on the internet that Chinese kale is a vegetable that grows well in loam soil. They studied, they searched the internet. Also, we saw from our experiment, I mean to say this is the experiment that they did. Okay, they used the clay soil, the loam soil, and the sandy soil. This is the kind of experiment that they have. Next, from our experiment that the Chinese kale in loam soil is taller than the others in clay soil and sandy soil. So as you can see with the picture here, loam soil, the Chinese kale is much taller than the clay soil and the sandy soil. Sandy soil, there's a little bit growing for 25 days. Also with clay soil. Next, in step 5, they made the conclusion. What is their conclusion? Loam soil is the best soil for growing Chinese kale. This is for 25 days experiment. Okay. Do you have any question? If not, we will do the worksheet. I will give you examples how to do the worksheet. Any more question? You can raise your hand, please, before we go to the worksheet, because doing the worksheet, I think, will get you confused. So you ask question now, please. No more? Okay. We review again. What are the 5 steps in doing scientific method?
Ask a question.
Step 1, ask a question. Step 2,
Make
Make
a
a
hypothesis.
hypothesis.
how to make hypothesis?
We guess what we know.
We guess the answer from the question that we have. This is not yet 100% sure. Step 3,
Gather
Get the
information.
information.
you gather the information.
Information.
How do you gather information? How?
Read, observe.
Read, observe, search the internet. Step 4,
Study
Study information.
what kind of information you study? You check this one in your step 3, the information that you gathered. Okay. And last one,
Make a
Make a conclusion.
in making conclusion, this should be the 100% sure of the questions and the topic that you have. I mean to say you answered all the questions correctly. Okay. Now, let's proceed to the worksheet. Do you have your worksheets with you?
Yes.
Okay. I put there 5 topics. You choose one. Okay. Now, what is the first topic? We have
Animal.
animals. There are many kinds of animals. Choose one. Okay. Second one,
Plant.
plants. Many kinds of plants.
Planet.
Planets. How many planets that we have?
Fruit. Egg.
8. Okay. I hope you still remember your planets. Huh? Next, after planets, fruits and
Fruit.
vegetables.
จนเช้าเนี่ย
Vegetable.
จนเช้าเนี่ยมีบอกว่าจะรอให้คนข้าวผ่านจะบอกหน่อยว่าเป็นยังไงว่าเรียบร้อยไหมก็เหมือนจะเร่ง
I don't know. I was talking. Okay. I got example here. This is the picture. The picture of the topic that I choose. This is an example. Okay. Identify the problem or ask a question. For example, we have a giraffe. So what kind of question or problem should I use? For example, I don't copy this one. Number 1, I identify the problem. What is the best food for a giraffe? Second, Does giraffe eat only plants? Okay. We use two questions. This is the problem that I have with giraffe. Don't copy this one, please. Don't copy. Don't copy. This is only my example. I'm showing you how to do the worksheet. Okay. Don't copy, please.
Okay.
Okay. We have, now let's proceed to step 2. Okay, step 2. Number 1 and number 2. Let's go back. Identify the problem. What is the best food for the giraffe? What is the best food? Make a hypothesis. Guess the answer. This is not yet 100%. I think the best one is grass, or what else? Grass or leaves. Number 2. Does giraffe eat only plants?
No. Yes. Yes. No. Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
this is only guess. Okay. The question, does giraffe eat only plants?
Yes.
I think they only eat plants. Okay. Is the hypothesis relevant with question number 1? What is the best food for giraffe? I think the best one is grass or leaves. Question number 2. Does giraffe eat only plants?
No.
My hypothesis, I think they only eat plants. Simple. Okay.
Okay.
Now you understand the step 1, right?
Yes.
Step 2?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how do we gather information?
Book.
Where can you
The
get?
internet.
Gather the internet. Search the internet.
Internet.
What else?
Book.
Read books.
Observe.
Observe. What else? What kind of information we should get from our topic?
Laugh.
Remember, I choose. For example, I choose giraffe. This is the picture of my topic. Okay. These are the problems, the questions that I have. Now, what kind of information we should use? Giraffes are what kind of information? Giraffes are tall animals. They can use this to get food from the tree when they want to eat leaves. Okay. What else? They are herbivore animals. Mapo, do you have a question?
Teacher, may I go to
No.
toilet, please?
Go, please. Don't tell me next time. Just go. Just go. They are herbivore animals. What are herbivore animals? They only eat plants.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the information that I gathered from the internet. For example, this is the information I gathered from reading books. Okay. So we go back. We check again. This is the topic. These are the questions. This is the problem that I have. Okay. And this is the hypothesis that I have when I answer.
We and make a conclusion.
Okay. Gather information. Finish. Now, we study the information.
I want to copy.
This is only example. Okay. Don't copy my example. I'm only showing you how to do this one.
For information.
Study the information. This is the information that we have. Okay. And the study the information. We start first with T.Erol. Okay. Study the information.
Common.
Who's that? I'm muting the audio. Okay. What kind of information we have? We have this one. Giraffes are tall animals. They can use this to get food from the tree when they want to eat leaves. They are herbivore animals. We start first with this one. Do you have any idea how tall is the giraffe? Approximately for about how many centimeter? How many feet tall?
200 centimeters.
200 centimeter, maybe more.
400
500.
centimeter.
500.
Centimeter, not meter.
6
Not meters. 5 meters.
I think 6
Uh,
6 meters.
1 centimeter.
1 kilometer.
They have here
90 meters.
4.6 meter.
10
You
meters.
said internet.
Giraffes are
1 kilometer.
Giraffes are
1 kilometer.
4.6
1 kilometer.
meter tall. Sometimes they prefer to eat grass, and if there's not enough grass on the ground, they eat leaves from the trees. They only prefer to eat plants. Okay. This is the information that we have already. Ran, do you have a question?
What is prefer?
Prefer. They choose. They choose. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you make conclusion? Making conclusion, you go back again with step 1. Okay. The step 1, you ask a question, identify the problem. What is the best food for giraffe? Does giraffe eat only plants? Our hypothesis in step 2, we have, I think, the best one is grass or leaves. And number 2, I think they only eat plants. This is the number 3, step 3, gather information. This is what I gathered. Don't copy this one. Okay. These are the information. Giraffes are tall animals. They can use this to get food from the tree. When they want to eat leaves, they are herbivore animals. Step 4. Giraffes are 4.6 meter tall. Sometimes they prefer to eat grass, and if there's not enough grass on the ground, they eat leaves from the tree, from the trees. They only choose to eat plants. Now, how do you make the conclusion? How to make conclusion? We go back to the meaning. In this step, we make a summary or conclusion of all the informations and results. Okay? We check if they match the hypothesis we made. What is the hypothesis that we have? This one. The best one is grass or leaves, and they eat plants. Okay? This knowledge is used in our everyday life or use further studies. Okay? So the conclusion should match with the hypothesis that you have. With the use of the information that you gathered and also the information that you studied. Okay? What is now the conclusion? All giraffes are herbivore animals. They eat plants or grass with the habitat. What is habitat? That they have. They are tall enough to eat some leaves from the trees. Let's check the conclusion if they match with our hypothesis. I think the best one is grass or leaves. And they only eat plants. The conclusion that we have are all giraffes are herbivore animals. They eat only plants. They eat plants or grass with the habitat that they have. Habitat, this is the place where they live. It's either grassland. They are tall enough to eat some leaves from the trees. So this is the conclusion. Do you have any question? Any question? Please ask a question.
Teacher,
Yes.
a picture print or dog?
Drawing is okay. If you have printer, you can print.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Anyone? Anyone? Anna, did you understand or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good.
Sure.
Yes,
I can use 11 or not.
up to you.
Okay.
Up to you.
ได้แล้ว
Who else? Please ask question now. Do you want one more example with the worksheet? Do you want I give you one more example? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
We finish with. Okay, wait, nah. I'll just prepare this one. Wait, okay. I'll just prepare the next one.
Bên bay không
ช้างที่น่ารักที่เจ้าเคยวาด
Okay. The next example. Okay. Can you see this one on the screen? We still use the topics. We have 5 topics, okay? We are finished with the animals. We have plants, planets, fruits, and vegetables. I choose example number 2, planets. What kind of planet is this?
Earth.
Earth. Okay.
Earth.
So this is the picture of my topic. I put it in the box. Earth. Step 1. Step 1. Identify the problem with the topic. Give me 2 questions, please.
Why Earth have living things?
Why does Earth have living things? Question number 2.
Why Earth is a circle?
Why Earth circle?
Why Earth is กลม
Why Earth is
Why Earth is have an animal live?
we use only 2 questions. Okay. So this is the question that we have and the problem that we have with the topic Earth. Okay. Do you understand? Okay, Mike?
Yes.
understand
Okay. Understand.
ใช่
We go to number 2. Make a hypothesis. You guess the answer from our question. So in the question number 1, why does Earth have living things? Why does Earth have living things?
Earth have oxygen.
Yes,
I think what?
I think
Earth
Earth have oxygen.
oxygen.
I think Earth have
have
oxygen
oxygen.
and living things.
Teacher, it
Yes.
have a layer.
Breathe oxygen.
Again, sorry, later. I think Earth have oxygen and living things breathe through this. Number 2.
Why Earth is circle?
Why Earth circle?
Because inside the circle have like a gravity that pull everything to be circle.
Run your topic. Your idea is way more complex. Why Earth is circle?
Because
I think
inside
I think the gravitational pull is much better when Earth is circle. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as example the first example that we have, giraffe. What's the best food for the giraffe? Does giraffe eat only plants? Make a hypothesis. I think the best one is grass or leaves. So the answer, guess the answer in your question or problem number 1. Okay, this is not yet 100% sure because you still have to use the step 3, step 4, and step 5. I think they only eat plants. Okay, so number 1 and number 2 are connected. Now let's go back to example number 2. Earth. The topic is Earth, about planets. Identify the problem. Why does Earth have living things? Why Earth is circle? That's the question. The hypothesis, the guess, answer are I think Earth have oxygen and living things breathe through this. Number 2, I think the gravitational pull is much better when Earth is circle. So number 2, the hypothesis of question we have why Earth is circle. Okay? Can you still follow me? Do you still understand the topic?
Yes.
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 Okay. If you have any questions, please raise your hand, okay? So that we will clear the questions that you have. Next, we go to gather information. What are the information we should have or we should use in our topic about planet Earth? What are the informations that you have? All living things grow and reproduce. Mean to say they multiply with earth, has a lot of population. When you say there's a lot of living with earth, earth has a lot of population. Wherein Tankun, what's that, Tankun? Wherein yes, you raise your hand. It's number 12. No video, so I cannot. Why? Do you have question? Number 12, 5 plus 5. Okay. This is the information that we have, sample information. All living things grow and reproduce. Grow means to say they grow up, they get old,
Out and
and
die.
also they reproduce. Reproduce means say they multiply. When you say multiply, they have offspring. For example, dogs have puppies. Humans have babies. Okay, that's how they reproduce. Next, Earth has a lot of population wherein there's plants, animals, and also human beings. Human beings, or yeah, sorry, there should be S. Human beings means say these are the people, me, you, and everyone. Okay. Next, study the information. What are the information that we have? We go back to step 1. These are the problem. Step 2, we have this one. And step 3, the information that we have. Now, how do you study the information? Inside the earth. Oxygen is one of the important things that should have. With this, all living things can live properly. Okay. This is the information.
Oxygen is on.
Okay. Now, how do we get the conclusion again? Go back to the idea of conclusion. This is the summary, every information that we gathered. Okay. And we check if they match the hypothesis that we made. So in the conclusion, there should be a connection between the conclusion hypothesis that we have. I think it sense. So what is the conclusion that we have? The summary. Go back to hypothesis. Hypothesis, I think Earth have oxygen living things breathe through this. And I think the gravitational pull is much better when Earth circle. Conclusion. Go back to hypothesis. Living.
Everything
Use oxygen to stay alive. And Earth can reproduce this oxygen with the use of plants and trees. Earth is circle because the gravitational pull is better. When it is circle, then flat the circle. I think that's okay. Okay. So you understand now number two example?
Yes.
step 5
Question
is
again. This is the step. Do you have any question with step example number 2, planets?
Teacher, I look step 5, please. I look step 5, please.
Step 5 in what?
In Earth, planet.
You take the photo now. This is example. Huh? Any more question? So you know how to do the worksheet now?
Yes.
Okay, I will be asking you one by one. Okay. What topic are you going to use? Let's check. Jim. What topic are you going to use?
Planet.
Planets. What kind of planet that you're going to use?
Saturn.
Saturn. Thank you. Trin. What topic are you going to use? Trin. Trin still here or no? Who else? Who raised their hand?
11.
11, okay. Mick, what are you going to use, Mick?
Planet.
Planet, what kind of planet?
Jupiter.
Jupiter?
Yes.
Okay. Tung or Tang? Tang, okay. Tang, what topic are you going to use?
Animal. Camel.
Animals, what kind of animal?
Monkey.
Monkey. Nice. I like that, monkey. What else? Tool.
Teacher, I say 11.
Elephant, okay, sorry. Kapuk. Correct, is it kapuk? Kapuk. Camping, what topic are you going to use?
Planet.
Planet, what kind of planet? Venus. So you're getting the planets mostly. Shannon. Finish with Shannon. Sun. Sun, what topic are you going to use?
ได้ก็เลยส่งอันนี้ให้ดูจะถามว่าสมมติว่าตอนเราพิมพ์ตัวมันเป็นไมเกรลอ่ะมันจะตกใบละเท่าไหร่
What's that? Tonnam, what topic are you going to use?
Animal.
Animals, what kind of animal?
Tiger.
Tiger.
Yes.
Ran, how about you?
I don't know.
Oh. You can choose from the 5 topics. Na? What else? Corn. What topic are you going to use? Tankun, you raise your hand.
Yes.
What topic you use, Tankun?
11.
Elephant, same. Huh? Pie.
What?
What topic you use?
Animal.
Animals, what kind of animal?
Cat.
Cat, thank you. Anna. What topic are you going to use, Anna?
Plant.
Plants, what kind of plant?
Mango tree.
Mapo, you raise your hand.
มาสุ่มเช็คอุปกรณ์ให้เรียบร้อยยังไงในกล่อง
Mapo, you raise your hand. What topic you
งาน
use?
ยืนภาษาจีนออกมายัง
I use animal.
อย่า
What kind of animal?
ซื้อของแล้วมีคนเดียวมันเลยรู้มันเป็นมันไม่ใส่ใจเนี่ยละคนไม่ใส่ใจไม่ตั้งไม่ได้โทรศัพท์
Next, we have, where's Opal? Opal, what topic are you going to use? Opal still here?
Yeah.
What topic you use? Opal. No. Light. See, repeat. Light, what topic you're going to use?
Chicken.
ได้ถูกมันทานอ่ะเราก็รู้
Chicken.
ว่าได้อาหาร
Who else I did not call the name? Nachaya. What's this? 5-6, number 14. What topic you're going to use?
I use fruits.
Fruits. Okay. What kind of fruit?
Is strawberry.
Strawberry. Thank you. Who else? I did not call yet. Gam. Gam, what topic you will choose? Gam, still there, Gam?
Animal.
No, I did not hear that. The voice is very low. Tiger. Kananek.
Parrot.
Parrot. Okay. Next, Tiger 55. Saktipat. Yes, you. Saktipat, what topic you choose?
Animal.
What kind of animal?
Fish.
Thank you. Who else? Sing song.
I'm not sure.
Why? You have other topics that you want? You can, if it's not in the list that I gave you, you can think of one topic of your own. It's okay. But you have to tell me first. Okay. Next one. Tonam finish, right? 5, 6, number 1. Are you finished? How about number 5? Anucha. What topic you use?
Animal.
Animals. What kind of animal?
Cat.
Cat. Thank you. Who else? We have 41. Number. Where's this? C. What topic you use?
Animal.
What kind of animal?
Tiger.
Tiger. Thank you. What's your name? Forgot. I don't know the name. Number 1. Yeah. Okay. I see you raise your hand.
Dipso.
Gypso is finished, I think.
Oh.
I will change the number, okay?
Hannah, what topic you use?
Animals.
Animals. What kind of animal? I think Bahas can help you with this one. If Bahas is there. Who else? I did not call. Yeah. Number 165. I don't know. 165.
Nano.
Oh, Bahas.
Nano.
Nano, what is your topic? Mapo, do you have a question?
Sawati si. Sawati. Si.
Fortune. Okay, Fortune, what's your topic?
I think animals.
What kind of animal?
Lion.
Thank you. Finish. Pacific. Pasavich. I don't know.
Duna.
Do now the worksheets, you can do it now.
I finished now.
Who's finished with the worksheet?
What? I have two color.
Again. Tankun? Finish now. Who's not yet finished with the worksheets? Not finished, raise your hand.
I want to keep it color pencil.
Tul, what's your problem? Print power. Also, this is the last one. Copy this one in your notebook so you have information with scientific method. Only this one. 5 steps of scientific method. 1 to 5. Finish, right?
Sure, right now.
Right now? If,
Yes,
are you
right
done
now.
finish this writing this one or no?
Yes, I don't know.
Okay. Those who are not yet finished, it's now time for you to copy this one. You will be using this one in your worksheet.
Fact. Oh.
I color you.
Finish?
No, I color. Finish now.
Okay. If you're finished, can you take a photo of your worksheet and send in line group so I can check and I have questions if for your worksheet?
Take
I finish, teacher. I finish now.
Nice. Take a photo and upload in group line so I can check your work. And if I have questions, I will send a message also in line.
Sir,
Yes?
sir, I want example number 3. I can do that too.
Number 3.
I want do example.
You want example number 3 again? Who is that again? Who is that? Who wants example number 3?
No, I may know.
Jim?
Yeah.
You want
No.
more, okay? You wait na. I prepare the slide. So, Jim, what kind of topic you want to have example? Jim. Jim still here?
Take a photo of it.
Jim. Sit on. What topic do you want? Jim.
Planet.
Planet. What kind of example do you want me to do?
Gather information.
Planets, gather information.
ทำไมช้างตัวนี้เป็น
Jim want to look at example step 3 มั้ง
Step 3. Step 3. This is the topic, planets. Okay. Number 1 and number 2, these two, step 1 and step 2, they are important in doing the step 3. Okay.
Okay.
In step 1, Sing Song, what is your topic in this one, in the worksheet?
Đang lúc hả?
Sing Song. Jim, you said gather information, right?
What? Copy.
Don't copy the example, please. These are example, not the worksheet. I'm only showing you. Let's change the topic. We have here animals. Finish with the animals. And this one is planets, Earth, and this one is giraffe. Which one should we do and choose again? Tool, don't type the time. I know the time, Tool. I know the time.
What?
Do you still want to do example 3 or no?
No.
No more. All finished with the worksheets?
And Roblox.
Tigger, finished with the worksheet or no?
Roblox behind Trin.
Yes.
And Trin is
Can you take
opening chat.
a picture
Oh.
and send in line? I saw.
Don't chat, please.
Tool, I have question for Tool.
Yes.
In your hypothesis number 2, are elephants habitat?
Yes.
What do you mean by that? Habitat, habitat is the animals where animals live. When you
Yes.
say are elephants habitat,
Yes,
animals is
elephant
not
is
the
habitat.
habitat. Elephants is
Elephant
animal.
animal in the habitat.
Are elephants habitat? I think the hypothesis is wrong. Also, you only have one question.
Yes,
Can
I have
you
only
have
one.
3 hypotheses?
Yes, I have
Who
three
you
hypotheses.
raise your hand? What? Who? Pirapat.
Can choose fun
Choose what?
in a solar system.
Yeah, solar system. In the planets. Okay. Do you have any more question? Tool, you do again your worksheet, please. Your step 2 and step 3 is wrong. Also step 4. What's that? Cancun.